Julia. I'm the founder of Love Child Organics. Today I'm going to show you how to make raw chocolate almond milk. Now, a lot of the almond milks that you see at the supermarket have preservatives, additives in them, and I'm really against feeding those to my children. I don't put it in any of our food at Love Child Organics. You'll find that none of our products have any preservatives whatsoever. So for something like almond milk, I really like to make my own at home so that I know it's as pure as possible. Now, all children like chocolate milk, so chocolate almond milk is of course a big hit, and it means that any kids that come over that are allergic to dairy can also join in as well. To make your own chocolate almond milk, you're going to need a few simple pieces of equipment. You of course will need a blender. You're going to want to go for the most powerful blender that you can because you need it to really blend up the almonds. And then next you'll need either a cheesecloth or a nut milk bag or a fruit strainer bag. I like to use a fruit strainer bag because it fits perfectly on my beaker here that I use for making my almond milk, but you can use any one of those things and they'll all work fine. And then I like to have a nice bottle to put it all in at the end. Now, as for ingredients, we have 1 1/4 cups of raw almonds. I have 2 tablespoons of nice local honey, 2 1/2 tablespoons of raw cacao powder, and just 1 teaspoon of pure vanilla extract. And then finally 4 cups of cold water. So the night before, you're going to have to do a little bit of prep work with your almonds. We're going to need to soak them. So I'm just going to put my almonds into a jar, like this. Oops, there we go. With just a good pinch of sea salt. You don't really need to measure it or anything. And I'm just going to cover them with water. Just like that. And I'm going to leave these to soak overnight, about 8 to 12 hours. And then the next day they'll be nice and moist and all plumped up, ready for us to blend. So I prepped these almonds last night so they'd be ready for our shoot. This is what they look like after they've been soaking for 12 hours. Don't be put off by the murkiness of the water. It's no big deal. We're going to rinse that right out. So right now I'm just going to put them into a sieve and run them under a cold tap just for a minute or two, making sure that I use my spoon to really mix them around so that we get them really well rinsed. Okay, so you can see that our almonds here are all plump and beautiful, ready to be blended up. What we're going to do first is we're just going to pour our water into the blender. I like to pour the liquid in first because it makes it easier to blend the almonds. Now the almonds are going to go in. Oh, lost a few, that's okay. And the honey. Go. I've got nice local honey. I've been reading lately about all the horrible things that they do to honey that comes to Canada from overseas, so I've decided that I'm only using local honey from now on. And we've got some raw cacao powder. Put that right in. And some vanilla. Now I like to just give it a little bit of a stir first with my spatula just to help some of that cacao powder get in there so it doesn't sort of all blow right out when I turn on the blender. There we go. Okay, now I'm just going to put the lid on, make sure it's on nice and tight, and I'm just going to let this blend for a few minutes. Okay, so the almond milk is all blended up. Just going to take that off of there. You can see that I have put my strainer bag over my beaker. I've used a beaker that has a pouring spout on it. It makes it a little bit easier when I want to pour it into my bottle later. And I'm just going to do this in 2 batches because I can't fit it all in at one time. What I'm going to do is I'm going to pour this in here and then I'm going to squeeze out the liquid from the almond pulp. So about halfway up. Now it goes without saying here that I'm going to make sure my hands are really clean because my hands are going to get right in here. I'm just going to now pull it right off. I'm going to tighten this up. Pull it up. And now I'm just going to carefully squeeze the almond milk through. Now you'll find that sometimes it really does squirt off in all directions. It kind of has a mind of its own. But don't worry about that. Just go nice and easy, really slowly. You'll gradually get all of the liquid to go through. When you can't seem to squeeze any more out, that means that probably all you're left with is pulp. I'll just show you what it looks like. Here we go. Got all of this almond pulp here. That, I'm just gonna put it into a little bowl. Try as hard as I can not to get too much of it on the outside of the bag as I get it out here because I'm going to need to use the bag for the rest of the almond milk. Okay, and now I'm just going to put this right back in again and pour in some more almond milk. Usually I can get this in 2 batches. Now with that almond milk, or the almond pulp there, you can actually don't need to throw it away. There's lots of good things that you can make with it. You can just dry it out and use it as almond meal in anything that you really want. Of course, it's gonna have a bit of a cocoa flavor because this is chocolate almond milk. Or you can make chocolate almond granola. I like to make one with oats, the almond pulp, some dried cherries, some maple syrup, and a little bit of coconut oil, and just mix that all together and then toast it in a low oven. It's really, really good. So I'm just gonna finish this off now, and then I'll show you what it all looks like at the end. All right, so we've made about 4 cups of chocolate almond milk. To store it, I like to put it into a sealable bottle. So I'm just gonna pour it right in here. And see that because I used a beaker that has the little spout, it makes it a lot easier. Okay, so this is all ready to go in the fridge. It will keep there for about 4 days or so. And it's definitely best served chilled, but I love it so much that I'm just gonna have a little bit right now. There we go. It's so good. So I hope you liked this video. Please join us back on our YouTube channel for more videos just like this. Bye.